Two princes received a strange challenge from their father. The owner of the slowest horse would inherit the kingdom. They mounted and began the journey, but a problem soon arose. Each one tried to make his horse walk as slowly as possible. They ended up stopping in the middle of the road, stuck in place for days. They thought it was some kind of trick, since this could last for years, until one of them had a brilliant idea. At that exact moment, he leaped up and took off galloping. It turns out he actually took his brother's horse and made it cross the finish line first. He went to Subway and ordered a 12-inch foot-long sandwich. As soon as he sat at the table, he took out a ruler to measure it, then took a photo and posted it on Facebook. The sandwich was actually 11 inches long. People got very upset and started bringing rulers to Subway to take photos of the bread being smaller than promised. In the end, the court dismissed the complaints, claiming that the dough could grow unpredictably in the oven. They divided 20 boys into two groups for an experiment and didn't expect this to happen. On the first day, the blue group was the superior. They had to do very easy tasks, and their food was much better than the other groups. If they were tired, they could choose someone from the red group to do the task in their place. After one day, the roles were reversed. Children who had been friends for years became extremely cruel. The only way to unite the groups was by creating a common goal that no one could solve on their own. Most absurd coincidences in the world. A man named Joseph was walking down the street when a baby fell from the 4th floor right onto his head. Both survived and were fine. The problem is that exactly 1 year later, the same baby fell on him again on that same street. An Australian bought a scratch card in the lottery and won a car. A TV crew went to film him reenacting the moment of victory. To make the recording realistic, he took another scratch card he had at home, and when he scratched it in front of the cameras, he won another car. Victorian women were obsessed with the appearance of a tiny waist. They wore corsets to create the illusion of slimness, sometimes even using cages to tighten even more. In 1900, American women wore living jewelry, like chameleons that changed color according to the chosen outfit. In the medieval period, women plucked their hair with tweezers to give the appearance of a higher forehead, considered a sign of beauty. These are the most absurd things that have ever been arrested. 100 years ago, in Brazil, a man worked at a church ringing the bell until one day he rang it so hard that the bell came off and crushed him. Surprisingly, the bell was put on trial and sentenced to be melted down and reforged into a new one. Next, in the 18th century in France, a man was wanted for stealing food from shops and using a donkey to get away. When the police finally caught him, they realized it was the same donkey people had described. The man ended up getting arrested, and the donkey too. These are absurd ways that people escaped from prison. First, Richard Lee, the man who mailed himself. Every day, he sorted some packages until he managed to assemble a giant one. He packed himself up and used a cardboard straw to breathe. The delivery service took him out without suspecting anything. Next, Stephen Russell, the man who escaped using green markers. After collecting several markers from the prison, he painted the toilet and even his own food. He then lost 20 pounds and pretended to have a terminal illness. The doctors transferred him to a nursing home, from where he walked out calmly. Animating your worst ideas. You have 4 arms, but 3 of them are only good for washing the dishes. You were born knowing everything as if you had gone to college. Controlling sausages. Being cross-eyed shooting laser beams. What if I forget how gravity works? You can run faster than light, but you have no brakes. You can read minds, but only of people who have died.